All right, hold on. Got to get my TTS up here. Stream, buddy. Oh, SiriBot. I gotta get that. I gotta ignore SiriBot. Where was that music coming from? Was that from SiriBot's thing? The fuck was that shit, dude? That was really weird. All right, there we go. We good. We good. A little bit less delay on Twitch than YouTube. I don't know why. I don't know. Twitch has a big delay, dude. I don't know why they do. I mean, it's just the way that their system works, I suppose. There's no difference. The transcoding has got to be on Twitch's side, right? Like, so whatever's causing that ain't my problem. Oh, shit, it's cold today, man. Chilly. Well, way to go, Botrix. Come on. My goodness, man. I'm going to go grab my tablet real quick. I forgot to grab it. I want to use it for my workouts. All right. Hold on. I got to get the actual workout up. I'm a day behind here. Okay, there we go. The Thursday Shoulder Massacre. Create massive 3D shoulders with volume overload, powerful presses, and killer lateral work. Garage Warfare meets high rep burn. When boulders sit where shoulders once were, you've entered the iron circle. This ain't maintenance. This is a forge. Let's carve slabs. We'll do it. I feel like my audio is a little bit funky today. I'm gonna run in. I gotta go to the bathroom real fast before we get started, and then I'm gonna just tweak that mic around for just a second. Lion, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh. Jump rope. Empty bar overhead press. Banded dislocates, face pulls, lateral raises. Just our basic shoulder pay. You have a good leg day? Let's do nice. All right, do some warm-up stuff here. I got shoulders today. Man, my foot, the arch of my foot here hurts, and it really sucks when I jump rope. No, dude, my split is usually like uh chest, back, legs, shoulders, and arms. That's I just it works. I have to. Does it? Wait. It didn't, bro. It didn't change the stream title. I I had it. I'm gonna go change it. I'll be right back. The stream title should have changed, dude. I like specifically set a title. It just didn't work. Every now and again, dude, we have like a little hiccup with like starting the stream. And this morning, I think it was that Kick was not connected. So I had to, and it did have a little bit of a problem. And I mean, I feel like this should. Did that update my stream title? It's just always some stupid tech problem, you know? There we go. Should be better now. I gotta mute the mic. All right, so I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And so what happened this morning when I went live, I didn't paste the proper title into the right box in the Twitch chat. So it was totally my fault. Like, yeah, I messed up. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. So I've got YouTube has no music, right? None. No music or anything right now on YouTube. I might try and fix it and see if I can't like play like a YouTube safe track just for some background noise. That way I can have some good YouTube VODs up. And then I'm going to try and like clean things up a little bit and make my PhsycoFitness channel a little more streamlined to like just fitness tips and stuff. Whew. All right. How things been over in your part of the world? Things are crazy over here, dude. I mean, gas up to like $4.10 a gallon, like up like 60 cents or so within the last week and a half. Since we fucking bombed Iran. Oh, I mean, there's some people that are saying, oh, gas could get up to like $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon. Like, oh, fuck. I hope not. It's already going up though. Yeah, I mean, I think we're right there. You know, World War III is just like it's opening its door. You know, we've been knocking like the fucking police for a while. You know,
It's
police, open up,
Quick answer.
and it's finally like, it's you. Come on in. You're finally here.
You're just waiting in bed for me to come.
Really
Oh, I
Okay,
shouldn't
who's
joke
Paige?
about it.
model influence.
Oh,
She's the first one.
the personal trainer chick.
Hey,
You know
Pitbull,
what?
what's going on? How you doing, man?
You're
the man, Vin. You're the man. Usually it's me, but now it's you.
Oh, sorry, bro. It's never you. You've never been a man. You never.
I've been the man since I was born.
Yeah. No, it was good. I'm glad. I think I definitely.
It's not Paige Lee, is it?
Who's that?
Going good. Is this a clip?
She is big. Even I follow her. For
For goodness sake,
Okay,
bro.
hold on. Let me check.
this guy is big.
Paige Lee. Okay, I'll check. Hold on.
That's a game? What game is that, dude? It's 5, that's the 5 dates, huh? Interesting. I've never heard of it. Is it like one of those movie choice games? There's a few of those out there that are actually kind of fun to play. Yeah. There's one. I mean, there's a few, but there's one that came out like a few years back, and you could actually you could turn on Twitch, like let your chat pick. They could vote, and you could all kind of like play the story together, and 10 dates. Okay, yeah. Well, that's the one. The stream title. When you got your shout out, it said that you were playing that one last. The 10 dates, I think. Interesting game. Why'd my thing pause? This is a little bit too much. Maybe I'm breaking all my resistance bands, see? We got shoulders. What do you got today, Pitbull? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about splits. Lion asked me, I had mistitled my stream on accident, and he thought I was doing back day, but I usually go chest, back, legs, shoulders, arms. That's kind of like it works for me. I used to do legs, back, chest, shoulders, arms, but I found that for myself personally, with my injuries, my shoulder in particular, it's better if I keep my chest and my shoulders as far apart as possible, right? Because they oftentimes kind of like like we do incline, bench, and it's the chest exercises really do hammer on the shoulders quite a bit. You're bearing a lot of weight and stuff like that doing bench press, and so it's kind of rough. And my shoulders, I broke the shoulder, didn't have any medical treatment, so my body's kind of just like messed up, right? Like there's nothing, it's just bone scars that hold me back. Yeah. Yeah. I have tried a lot of different things, but I just prefer it this way, right? And then my other thing is back and biceps, right? So I figure if I keep chest and shoulders split apart, that's good for my body, right? And then back and biceps to keep them kind of farther apart as well. That means that I can kind of save. So I'll do my back in on Tuesday, and then Friday is arm day, so I can do my biceps. But like when I do a lot of like a lot of the rowing movements or reverse grip pull downs, that hits real heavy on the biceps. And as well with like triceps and chest, you can do like close grip or dips, and you kind of like compound into the tricep as well. So by doing it like this and by picking the right, compound movements, we can actually still be able to like hit body parts 2 times a week through compound exercises, right? And then give them one day of really good solid focus. And like, you know, legs are kind of like, if you need to hit legs again, you can come in like on Saturday, that's kind of how I do it. And like, or, something like that. But it works out for me. I just like it this way. I prefer it. I know everybody's all so different, and what they prefer to do. I mean, you got power lifters, you got guys who little yogis, working on flexibility, and then you got like calisthenics or the body weight, like people who just love to fucking run, right? Like just run and run and run. I mean, it's kind of it's cool, You've always did arms separately, like. Uh, I do my try with chest and buys with back now just to change it up. Yeah, that's how that's a really good split. Like if you're gonna try and hit, like 2 muscle groups at once, and that's kind of like. What's wrong with cardio? Dude, I've done a lot of cardio on this channel. Tons and tons of cardio. Is that electric nuts sitting there? Why don't you get to work, nuts? Come on. What kind of clip is this? Oh. So, Cursor did an update. This is actually kind of funny. All right, Cursor did an update. They did an update the other day, and everybody got fucking pissed, dude. Like the community literally fucking outraged. They're like, "What the fuck did you just do?" And I think like 4 or 5 days went by, and they pushed another update, and they changed everything back around. They still though they did figure out a way to snake some more money, right? So like they were gonna try and charge like $200 for their like Pro Plus account, and people were like, "What the fuck am I even paying for Pro for then?" Like, and the community just like outraged, the bombed Cursor with all kinds of shit. Cursor came back, they pushed another update, went to their thing, and now Pro Plus is $60 a month. So like I went ahead and got it, like Pro Plus, $60. I use Cursor enough, and hitting those fucking rate limit walls was fucking annoying, dude. Like I don't mind. I'll pay 60. I ain't paying 200, dude. Fuck that. I have a so I have my fitness Bible, right? That one's basically done. I'm doing some real like just some finalization on it. I want to get like links in there to work and be able to like, and there's one page that I have to put together still and like make all nice and have it work and be clickable. But it's essentially deployable, right? Like I could put it out right now and people probably wouldn't know the difference of it not being completed. However, I just don't know how I'm going to sell that, right? Like, and it's like not something that like could really make me money. But if I can make a fucking cookbook application where we can store our recipes and share recipes with people and quickly access a ton of recipes and import recipes from websites, and then I can sell my own fucking cookbooks on there for like, you know, $5-10 a fucking book of recipes that people would then have access to forever, and potentially even, you know, unlock AI features and maybe like calorie tracking capabilities with monthly, like a $5 a month plan, you know, or something like that, right? So like the app would essentially be free, right? Then you could buy cookbooks or recipes from within the app and pay for a monthly service to unlock the ability to count calories and track macros, right? And I mean, I've used a lot of calorie trackers and I've used a lot of stuff, and I kind of know what I want, know what would make sense to me. And right now I have a really good application set up to store recipes. That's basically where I'm at. I'm working on getting in, being able to scan ingredients and calculate macros based on, you know, what's in there. Now, it's not completely exact, but it's close, right? It uses the government open food source API, which is what most of them are using. You get 1,000 polls a day for free, right? So like, if I need more than that, if it starts to become like something that people use, then, you know, I would have to pay to get more, which is where a monthly service charge thing would come into play, and as well as utilizing AI to help create recipes and stuff like that, which also has costs. So if you wanted those features, you'd have to pay extra for them. But as far as being able to store recipes, right now it can do that. It can store recipes, it can keep pictures, you can edit, you can clone, you can copy, you know, all of that. All the recipes that come with the app, you won't actually be able to edit them. You'll have to clone them, and then you can change them, right? That way nobody can steal my shit. I mean, they can take my shit, but like, if they, you know, my recipes will always be mine, right? Like, I have a lot. I have a lot that I've made. A ton of stuff, dude. All right, let's go. Empty bar overhead press. Yeah. I think I'm going to take Yeah, felt good kicking that bar with my toe. Uh, lateral raise, banded face pulls, and lateral raises. All right. Where'd that blue one go? Hold on. Ugh. I'll go through it in just a second. Let's see. I think we're going to start with overhead press. Yeah, barbell overhead. 4 sets, 6 to 8 is our first move. And then I'll do some. I want to try. I don't know, man. I try to like this grip right here is pretty good, but it's also I don't know. It definitely more front delts with this leverage machine, but still. Chat's feeling the heat with Psycho Commander's Deadly Doomsday. Yeah, see, I did have it on. Pondering the world's chaos while Ink's Pimple shares their chest powerlifting wisdom, electric nuts sparking up the beast mode. Remember, folks, cardio lovers might just be a tad demented. Stay pumped and don't skip leg day. Hey, Chester, what are you doing? Huh? Not supposed to open doors. You're a cat. You're a cat. Yeah, Chester. Oh, the big gym kitty. The big gym kitty, huh? Fucking huge cat. Dude, he is. He's a beast too. He's like all my cats, like every cat that I've ever had, I swear, is just massive, dude. They're huge, bro. Like they get big. Look at this fucker, bro. He's gigantic. He's like the size of a small dog, dude. I love him though. All right, what do we got next for our warm up here? We have 6 of them, little bastards. Lateral raises. I'm gonna do. I've just been using these 10-pound kettlebells because they work pretty well for the warm up. Esther. And I think I've got all my workouts actually up today, so we can put them all on the wall. I have to make a button for this in Touch Portal that will just execute these commands. Phase 1. Overhead standing barbell press. I'm going to do one more set of these, and then we'll go put some weight on this. What do I want to do? I think we'll start. I'm going to throw on 25s. That'll be, and then we can put on a 10. And I think we'll see how we're feeling.
Money is needed for good cheese and tortillas. If you say so. That's right. That's what I want. Cheese and tortillas. Anyway. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now I want Taco Bell.
What are you playing? Are you playing that new Dune game?
Oh, fuck. I didn't want this.
This is Dune, isn't it?
Other one
Or no,
All
it's
right,
not. This looks like Fortnite. This is Fortnite, isn't it? Oh, man. I see people playing that new Dune game, and for at first glance, the like boxes similar, like the shading, but I didn't think you were just playing Fortnite. Oh. Fortnite's great. I mean, like it. You know, it's one of those games that I will always and forever like always come back and enjoy Fortnite. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think I ever beat Bloodborne either. Now, that game, it's kind of like it's like an RPG, like action shooter fighter, right? Like similar to like a Devil May Cry, right? Isn't that right? That's the game I'm thinking of, I think. All right, 4 to 6, or no, 4 sets of 6 to 8. Bloodborne, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Dark Souls and Elden Ring, yeah. I think it is. I think it is the same. I mean, it would be the same category. Like, what would you say that Devil May Cry is? I mean, Devil May Cry is maybe just a little more arcadey, right? Like, but kind of a similar type of game where you're like an action slasher, shooter, fighter, magic, you know, different weapons, things like that. I miss the Devil May Cry series. That game had some fucking awesome ones in it. I'd like to see a new Devil May Cry. Kind of, yeah, hack and slash. Yep. Oh, damn. I think like 2 minutes for rest. Oh man. Okay. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, like sometimes I know like I like these muscles right here sometimes do, you know, like if I work really heavy or something, you know, I mean, sometimes you can get knots up in this area. And I mean, I think the best thing is just to, you know, be sure you're working within your range, right? And 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 you just really want to try and have everything nice and locked in, right? Uh, and if you ever do feel like you're getting those kind of things, you know, just stretch, right? Sometimes, you know, it's like it just like we just have a bad day or whatever, right? You know, as long as it's not like, you know, affecting you for like 5, 6, 7, 8 days out, right? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you might get a knot that'll be annoying for 4, maybe 5 days, right? If it's much longer than that, I would be suspecting, some kind of possible injury. Otherwise, I would just try to make sure you're stretching really, really well. Now, before you're doing heavy lifts, be warmed up. Go through the range of motion with zero weight, lightweight. Make sure you get all the little clicking and popping out of the way without being under tension. That's what really warm up is all about. And while working out, you just have to be hyper aware, especially if it's an area that you have a problem with commonly, that you just pay attention very, very closely to the things that you're doing. And if it's something that you are having an issue with, dropping back in weight and increasing reps can help too, right? So if you're ever worried that you're not working as hard as you should be, right? One thing to always keep in mind is that overall total volume does matter, right? So if I go and I lift 10 pounds or like 100 pounds 10 times, that's 1,000 pounds of weight total lifted, right? So if I'm finding that that's causing me to have a problem, I can always drop the weight to 80 and increase the reps to 12 to 15, right? This way we're kind of keeping that total volume workload around the same area while not putting as much pressure on the body, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of different techniques you could use to kind of and it's not going to fix itself in 1 week. You know what I mean? It takes time to get stronger, and oftentimes in doing so you might end up having to step back a few times, and over the course of 3-4 months, now you're like, oh shit, that problem area in my neck doesn't hurt so much anymore. Now it's somewhere in my back. It's a constant, never-ending battle of chasing around these problematic areas, repairing them, creating a new one because of more inconsistencies that we develop, and then going after and fixing those, right? We just have to constantly be aware. Oh, absolutely, anytime. I mean, I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not anybody other than just some guy who likes to work out, and I feel like I know that I know what I'm doing. I've worked through many, many injuries myself. I have hardware in my ankle. I mean, there's literally, if I were to measure my ankles, this one is way bigger than this one. I have a plate from here with 5 screws, a screw that goes into the back, and a screw that goes up into that bone. And I broke this shoulder, was denied medical treatment. So, I have a big, huge, nasty, bone scar on this shoulder. I have to get my pictures back up so I can show you guys. But I have pictures of it all. And at this point, there's nothing that can really be done. I just have to deal with it, and just be aware of my body. But because of this, my body's shifted, right? My scapulas they're not the same anymore. So this one has full range of motion. I can move. This one, I can move, but it's super stiff, and there's some weird, I don't know, it just doesn't move right. And, now this bicep is a lot weaker than this bicep, but this tricep feels a lot stronger than this tricep because of like how this bone like healed together. And so, because of that, I end up getting like tendonitis in this shoulder a lot. So I always have to like step back and like, evaluate what I'm doing, assess my workouts, my form, right? Because as a form is a killer, man. If you start performing things with bad form and it becomes a habit, right? Or you don't give yourself enough time to warm up and get the joints, juiced up enough, and let the body kind of understand where everything needs to sit today. So the bad form will wreak havoc over time. If it becomes habitual, then it can be very, very problematic. So always check form. And in doing so, sometimes we need to drop down weight. It's okay, right? There's deload weeks are important, right? We work heavy, and then all of a sudden, it's like our central nervous system, it takes longer to repair and recover than our actual muscles do. So because of that reasoning, we're able to like continually push muscles and stuff like that and feel good. But like ultimately over like 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, we end up, like burning out our CNS. And when that happens, things start to go, right? We high risk of injury, form starts to deteriorate, repair starts to become, things start to fall apart. These are the times when we want to take deload and lighten our weight, reduce reps, time under tension, whatever we got to do to just take a week or a day or something like that to fully recover and, get back into the groove of things. It's all just a battle that never fucking ends. We always work towards these goals, and then we either achieve or don't achieve them, and then, create a new goal and, start working towards it. It's a never-ending thing. This is totally a lifestyle choice. To follow a healthy lifestyle, it is quite a bit of work. Hey, one more set. An individual has a lot of experience and has shown discipline education to your body. That's a whole lot of something. Hey, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I just don't have any certifications to be showing off to anybody. But, I mean, I've thought about it, but it's also like, I mean, it would be great to be able to like do stuff and train people, be an online trainer or something like that. I'm not even sure how, to go about it. Doing good, Ranger. How about you? I know no gyms in town are hiring or are letting any personal trainers work out of their gyms, so that's not an option. I mean, there's gyms outside of this town, but how much does that really pay if you're working for a gym? Not how I would want to do it. Oh, Buzzing Ranger, I am So I'm making you're going to love this one. I'm making a cookbook application. Okay. It's intended to store recipes and, import recipes from URLs, to be able to pull all that data, put it into a recipe format, save it in the card, attach multiple pictures to it, one being a thumbnail, right? And then I've got that working. Now what I'm working on is being able to pull weight and calories, split it up by serving sizes, and get the micros and macros of all of the stuff that we can. I found a couple APIs that allow for 1,000 requests per day for free, right? And it works really well. Gyms don't pay. Yeah, I know. Then they take tax and part-time. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, dude. It isn't worth it to try and go work at a fucking gym as a personal trainer, right? Like, that's not, no. I don't. But the application is looking really slick, and calories calculations are like spot on, fucking amazing. I just need to get it to do it and divide it into serving sizes. Yeah, I think yeah, it's about anywhere from like, they run sales all the time, but I think from my understanding, it's anywhere from like around $400 to like, $1,200, $1,600, $2,000, for like, a single class or like a package of classes or certifications. So like, for example, if you were to get, like physical training, there's like all kinds of different like sports practices that you can get a certification for, which kind of ridiculous. But at that point, right, it's like, hey, you need a certification for like working with old people and working with people under 18, and like to work on this or that or that or this. It's ridiculous, but like, I mean, it's just the way it is. Like, I kind of think it's stupid, but yeah, there's definitely some possibilities out there. Which one was I looking at? Was it the ISSA? There was another one. I don't think it was them, but yeah, I'll have to check it out. You did the ISSA, sorry, if you want to work out of a gym. The NASM, that's the one I was looking at. The NASM cert, yeah. And ACE are top three, yeah. Yeah. But then again, you got to find a gym that would be willing to either let you work out at their gym or employ you at a fair rate. Now, which most of them aren't going to want you working out and training out of their gym, right? Because there's liabilities that come with that, and other things and issues. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, do we got one more? We'll appreciate that. That does mean a lot, actually. I mean, I talk a lot here, and a lot of times, like a lot of times, I mean, my streams are dead ass silent. It's just literally just me talking about whatever it is that I feel like I want to talk about. It's hard to try and figure out things that you want to talk about when there's nobody talking. You know what I mean? But as a streamer, at the same time too, nobody wants to come in and see you just sitting there not fucking talking, right? Especially if you're like doing something like this where you could easily narrate, the things that you're doing, maybe giving advice and tips and stuff like that. But then, yeah, I know, me too. Yeah. Now, you need to look at your state and look at what's required to be a nutritionist, because sometimes the state law requires you to have a degree for nutritional information and advice. So like there's some weird things and terminologies that if I'm a certified person in a certain thing, then like you just have to be careful, man, because like people can like twist your words and come back at you, and there might be, so just look into it and see what the requirements are for the state and as far as what you can do. But it shouldn't, you should still be able to do something with having your certification, by some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of online opportunities out there, but if you're looking for something local, like to be able to, legitimately help people out as far as nutritionists, just make sure that would be enough for you to do it, and you wouldn't be running into any kind of legal issues, because I think here in Oregon, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I don't think you're allowed to be a nutritionist unless you have a degree. You can get the certifications, but that only gives you like the right to like advise or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I think a lot of states require a degree for nutritionist things. They got to make it hard, man. You know what I mean? Like they can't make it easy. Do it, yeah. So you might be right. You could very likely be right. I know that there's some stipulations with some of these certifications that you can get that don't actually give you the ability to be able to go and be like, hey, here's what you can do. You can end up getting yourself in trouble. I mean, it's dumb if you really think about it. All right, let's switch this up. But it's all right. We got like a grocery store guy in charge of our national tech security though, right? So like, what's a certification mean anyways? Like, last week he was packing your bags in the grocery store. This week he's keeping your shit secure. Oh man. Oh, I gotta go blow my nose. Be right back. Yeah, so it's kind of like, what's the point of getting that cert? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is it? What does it benefit a person if the state requires you to have a degree to be able to legally give that advice anyways? Yeah, we'll just keep it like that. I don't have the room to go in. If that bench could go back a little bit more, but it can't. We're gonna separate this bad boy. Are we on the right exercise? Did I? I did.
Okay. Whew. Today I'm doing back advice, Christoph. 4 o'clock Eastern Standard.
I think I gotta up the weight. Trick or treat. Oh, Liberty, how you doing? How is it up there in the great grand Canadian wilderness? Is it? Yeah, nice. You were having some blistering days the other day, right? You said I think you told me it was supposed to be like, did you say 100 degrees? Did it ever make it there? I swear that's what you told me. Like 103 or some shit. Ooh, man, it got up there, dude. Damn. 115. That's insane, dude. Like we had I think 2 summers ago we had an insane heat wave that came through and we hit 117 degrees. I think on that particular day we were one of the hottest places in the world. 111 still. I mean, that's dude. I mean, anything over 110 is ridiculous, dude. I mean, 100 is brutal. Done. Just done. That's hot. That's hot. Well, we went on a little hike yesterday. My wife, she had an eye doctor's appointment in the morning, and then after her eye doctor's appointment, we went hiking down just kind of here in town. There's some places, you know, little river walks and stuff. Get out for an hour or two and walk around. It's fun. They had a Saturday market that they, or well, I guess would it have been a Saturday market? I don't know. They have like a little market thing that they do. Maybe it's is it every Wednesday or every like second Wednesday or something like that? I can't remember what they do, but it's like a little outdoor, you know, local farmers, vendors, people. A couple guys do 3D printing and, you know, make some cool stuff. And he also, you know, he'll do do little logos for people, and you know, so it's a pretty cool little place, man. But we went down there and there was a guy. He's like, "You want to try some smoked salt?" And I was like, "Smoked salt? That sounds good." And so he's all like, "Hey, what do you want to try?" And he's get all this. I was like, "I'll try the hot one." You know, he could have some. Then he dries dries his own peppers. Then dries his own peppers. He breaks them up and he smokes them, right? Then he like grinds them up even more, right? And then he puts salt, big rock salt, on a sheet pan and just smokes it for like 10 hours, right? And so he just like smokes this salt and this pepper and like whatever other seasonings he uses, and then like breaks it all up and pepper smoker. Yeah, like yeah, he did, dude. And so it's basically like a dried seasoning, right? Like it's just like a rock salt with like pepper flakes and some other seasonings that he put in there. And you know, so I bought a little packet. He was selling them for like $3, bro. It was like a little thing, you know. Dude, that's like super comparable to what you would get in the store, right? Like, you know, you go in the store and buy one of those little like spice things like that. It's about the same amount, you know, as like one of those little like salt shaker things. You know, you're gonna pay, yeah, $3, $4, $5, $6 for something like that, right? So I thought it was a pretty fair price. I bought one of the bags. We'll use it on eggs or something. Pretty good. Yeah, good stuff. I'm like, all right, we got 2 more sets. Oh wait, no, 1 more set. We just can't do the inverted, like the interior grip. It's too narrow. I did have to wait, didn't I? That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Number 3. Okay. Dumbbell lateral raises and an easy bar upright row. This off. I don't need to put that up. Easy bar. I'd probably do more than that, but I don't know. We'll see here. We're going to do a superset, so. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I have enough. Here, we're going to. Just have to be really careful on our uprights because I don't have enough of these clips. I need to get a couple more of these clips. Fine. I wonder where my other clips went. I have some other ones. Hold on. I have some somewhere. Hey. Oh, that one's broken. That's probably why, because they're all broke. I had 4 of them. I wonder where the other 2 are. This one's not broke. Where's my other ones? Oh well. Those ones don't fit. The metal rings. I had some compression type ones, but I don't know where the other 2 are at. Like I almost wonder. Oh, there's one. Broken. Let's see. Do they actually? There we go. I found it. They'll work for that. They are kind of half broke though. I can see. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, baby. I think we should up this weight. Maybe not. I don't know. If we do, we'll only go up like 10 pounds. Let's go up. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm sore. Oh, man. No, Molly. Stop. Okay, let's go. Another set. Another set. Ah. 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 All right. Oh, man. Fuck. Woo. Getting warm out already. It's only like 9:30. A young boy. Damn, Spotify's so quiet right now. Turn it up a little bit. Maybe not that much. Like there. Carry on. Ah. Ah. Mm. Mm. Ah. 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 Whew. Are we on number 4? Landmine? Okay. Landmine lateral raise. I actually like the landmine lateral raise. You just kind of anchor it. It hits really good. Plus you have that
Oh my god.
plus it's anchored
What
back
is
there,
that
so.
noise that is freaking me out?
What is this?
A creepy girl out.
Who's on
Thank
my
you
wall?
so much. You just terrified the ever-living crap out of me.
Goodness, Mama J, what's going on?
Trying to find some lasting
Welcome
tile
in.
that I can't find. Holy cow. Oh, I need a minute, man.
Oh,
You
that's
made
a
my
big
heart
tire.
die. It just went gone.
That tire? Yeah, it looks like a big one. I have one, but mine's only like 65 pounds. Yeah, it's a big ass tire. I wish I had one that big. The one I have, I went down to the local Les Schwab's one time, and I was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing with all this? What are you guys doing with all the spare tires?" And I was like, "You guys got any like just big ass ones? Like, I want the biggest tire I can get my hands on, really." And they're like, we went out to their little trailer, their pile of tires there, and he's like, "Well." He's like, "What do you need it for?" I told him, "I'm like, I just want to hit it with a sledgehammer." And he's like, "Oh, well, yeah, here's one. You can take any one of these you like." And I grabbed the biggest one they had, but it's like it's just a regular. It's like a semi truck tire, you know. So it's like it's not like a tractor tire or anything. Which honestly, in some ways, makes it a little nicer to hit because if you're hitting a tire, right, and it has those big ass knobs on it, like for those treads, and you hit one of those treads, it can deflect the end of your sledgehammer or whatever you're trying to hit it with, and it kind of hurts, you know. So like having a smooth tire for hitting is nice, but it'd be nice to have a. I mean, I would take the big tire though over what I have. All right, let's get our landline set up. Well, how was your workout? Are you done working out today already? Okay. Hit that. Oh, that sucks. Oh, all good? Everything all good? All right, let's see here. We're gonna do how many? 12 to 15 each side. I feel like if we need any weight at all, it's like maybe up to 10 pounds. Let's put on. I have like 3 hats out here. Pretty soon, like all my hats are just gonna be out in the garage. Yeah. What's up, man? What are you doing? What are you having? What are you having?
I don't know.
You got meals?
Yeah. I need one.
Huh? Are you gonna get one of those? What are you
having?
having for your meal?
Okay. There's like a rice meal, like chicken,
Which chicken?
like
Buffalo chicken or the other one?
I'm a different one.
You like it? Good. I like it too. Ah, kiddos are getting up. Junior's been coming out here in the evenings and working out. So I just it makes me honestly like so freaking happy to like, you know, my kids they I don't like they love it. They come out here, they find the time on their own to like, you know, work out and stuff. And I think that's freaking awesome. So I have really I've done the best that I can to try and, you know, give them accessibility to, you know, things to be able to make them stronger and let them allow them to be able to put the work into, you know, to be better at the sports that they play and stuff like that, you know. And I mean, I've never ever forced my kids to like come out and like work out or anything like that. I've always just invited and, you know, had them and encouraged, and, you know, they showed interest, and, you know, we've got them a plan on this thing. And now my oldest son is going to the gym. And Caro, are you guys in yet? Are you guys moving in like today or what? Like yesterday, or it's soon, right? If not already, huh? Nice. So how was it? You know, waking up in your own place, new place for the first time? Hell yeah. Ah. Oh yeah. Nice. So are you guys like, you guys still got like a lot of unpacking, or, you know, did you guys have all that much to move? Or are you this is your guys' first place? So I imagine, you know, you guys probably be on the lookout for some, you know, maybe like some chairs and some furniture items or something, you know. I don't know. You guys have all that stuff already? Yeah, nice, nice. You got it all? Nice, good, good. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Congrats on the new place. That's really cool. Now, you won't have to worry about people coming in and messing with this shit, huh? I know. Like, you know, the whole entire like situation with his laptop, the way that he said it all played out, is kind of annoying. Like, I would be. I bet he's glad. Yeah. Well, are you guys in an apartment? I mean, not that you want to have to rely on this, but like most of the time, yeah, so there's probably a management staff that if you did by chance accidentally lock yourself out, you could probably maybe get somebody to let you back in, I would imagine. I mean, they usually have keys in the office as long as somebody was there and willing to help you. Hi. I think we got one more set. I don't know. That might have been 3, but I'm not sure. I'm going to do one more just to be sure. I'm going to go blow my nose again. Woo! All right, all right. Oh, man. Let's do one more. Since I don't know, I think this is set number 4, but I'm not sure. I think we're only supposed to do 3. I really don't care. They haven't taken it yet. Is there room in it? Okay, well, all right. Not at all. Well, if you guys take this out, empty that, and see if you guys can put this bag on top. Shove it down. Be really nice if you can get it gone before they come. It's fine. Thank you. Molly got snagged. She tried. She tried. All right. Okay, what's next? What's next? So chest support, rear delt flies. Dumbbells or bands. We're going to use bands. I think these are probably almost the right weight. Might need to just go a little bit more. Oh. 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 Okay, let's do it. One more. So now my weight is staggered, right? Like I have 5 pounds more on one side than I do the other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jam my bottom of my hands all the way up to this plate here. And we're going to have more weight on this side so that we'll have to pull more like this, bringing this up in the shoulder more because we're having to fight from keeping ourselves coming down like that, right? So we're going to come like this. We have to fight the weight. So we're going to have to pull this back end up with our pinky. And that's going to help keep us in the shoulders. I'm so white. I'm gonna drop more. So we can really get up in there. Oh man. Woo! All right, let's do one more. Ah! The fuck? Oh. Last exercise. Then we got our cool down, our finisher, and our cool down. If you want to count the finisher as an exercise. Okay, let's see. Wrong one. I would probably help if I grab the actual tablet. Okay, there we go. Ring, face pulls, or band pull aparts. I think we're going to just do, I'm going to hook a band up over there. We're going to do like a banded fly. The hell? Oh, that's the kids. Hmm. I wonder if I could do it with the red bands better. Probably. I'm just running out of resistance bands. I keep breaking them. Oh. What? What is this? My wife sends me the weirdest Facebook posts. I'm like, uh, oh, baby. Cold outside. Woo! Don't worry about how I have fun in my garage. Yeah, I gave myself a swing. What's it to you? I wanna see like I did that day. Take me away, be like I did that day. So long, take me all the way. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh no. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So are you guys like, what floor are you guys on? Fifth out of seven. Oh, okay. Up there a little ways. Well, at least they got some elevators, though. I mean, then you don't have to walk up and down the stairs every fucking time. I mean, 5 floors could get kind of annoying when you're doing things like groceries or, I mean, do you do you guys have a car? Does Eagle? Do you have your license? I mean, is there like do you have? Yeah, you have seizures, right? From time to time. I mean, is that kind of like, is that one of your concerns? You going to switch back to ID? Yeah, I mean, yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's probably the most. I mean, it's if it's something that you're legitimately concerned about and happens, then I mean, choosing not to drive is probably a more responsible decision. Because I mean, the worst, like, look, you could, if something bad could happen, you could get into an accident, you could get hurt, potentially hurt or worse somebody else, right? And then you're in a real nightmare situation. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just, yeah. So as long as things are like easily accessible and stuff, I mean, Eagle could always get his license. Get over that fear of driving. I mean, because there's nothing really stopping Eagle from getting his license, right? Like he doesn't have any kind of like health issues that would make him not be able to drive. I don't think. Not that I've noticed. Not that I've heard. I mean, whatever health issues or issues Eagle has. I don't think it's putting him into a position where he'd be like fearing blacking out or something like that. I mean, aside from maybe his rage getting the better of him, but I mean, that's something that I think he has control over. Okay. So for our finisher, we are doing overhead press. We'll use these bands. Hey! Like an animal. Oh, fuck. Ah! My It's so fucking crazy. My left, this one is so much more higher. Ah, fuck. Hmm. Oh man, all right. I think we're about done. It's a good one today. It was a good one. Who's online? I'm gonna take a shower, man. I gotta take a shower right now. I'm fucking sweaty as shit. I stink. Then I need to go get some weed. I'm out of herb. Gotta go get some. Then we'll be back maybe back online. I don't know. I haven't really been doing much for afternoon streams or anything like that, but I don't know. I haven't really been playing games either. I've been doing mostly development stuff, and it's not as exciting to watch. And then, yeah, it's kind of hard to do when people are watching as well. I feel very uncomfortable doing development streams because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I really don't. I have no fucking idea. Like I don't. I know basics, right? That's it, dude. I'm learning. I'm learning, right? But still, my method of development is it's definitely a newer type of method, and I'm certainly not the only one that's doing things like this, but it's an awkward thing to stream. But who knows? Maybe I will. I mean, usually every time I do the development streams, everybody disappears anyways, so it's just like me. So I don't think it really matters, if people aren't there anyways. But it's fun. It's fun to do. I enjoy. I'm having a blast. Huh, huh. Dude, that's dangerous, bro. Don't put your feet in those things. That's dangerous shit. Don't do it. All right, guys. I'm gonna. Who do we got online that we can we raid somebody? Let's see. I mean, we can definitely raid somebody. Just who's on to raid? Sergeant Obelix and Mr. Midnight Mushroom. All right, we're gonna go raid Mr. Obelix. Everybody, I hope you all have a great day. We are out of here. Everybody, have a good one. I am out. I will catch you all later. We might be on later. We might not. I have no idea. Who knows? You can pretty much count on fitness streams, right? Pretty much every day, Monday through Friday. We missed yesterday, but that was kind of a rare thing, right? Because my wife was home and we went for a hike and stuff like that. So it was a little different. But usually I'm here, right? Around 8 to 9, 10 o'clock. That you can usually find me here. I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm live by around like 8. I really need to get better at that, but and treat this thing more like a fucking job. But yeah. Anyway, guys, for now, I'm out of here.